Hey, I went to Croton Gorge Park in Westchester, New York, and it was this beautiful. Check it out. So Croton Gorge Park is about 30 minutes from White Plains and 30 minutes from the Tappan Zee Bridge. It is in Croton on the Hudson, which is near Peekskill and Cortland. So that's just to give you an idea of where you're going. In Westchester is not too deep from the city. I would say it was about an hour and a half from the city. So the first thing we did was we went on a hike. You can go to the aqueduct, and that was above where the waterfall was, or you can go to the river trail. We decided to do the river trail first so that we can get a closer view of the river. And this was a real hike. Like, we was really in the woods, but it was a dope experience. It was an absolute beautiful day. I went on Labor Day weekend, and the whole weekend was really beautiful in New York. So this was the scene. I definitely was not scared, but I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could have happened. Anything could have jumped out. The only thing that we did see was a skunk, which was not that bad, except that it wouldn't kind of go away. It kept following us. So that part wasn't all that cool. But in general, it was just a really dope scenery, a nice hike. It was about 1.5 miles in total. When you go to the river and go to the aqueduct, you are going to do about 4 miles, but it's a big circle. So it's really not that bad. But just come along with me so you can see the views. I definitely taped a lot of it just because I thought it was just so beautiful to go through the trail and just see nature and see and be all up in the element of it. There you can see the river. It's a little far, but you couldn't really get that close to the river. So some people might not see that hike as a hike that's worth it. But for me, it was just because you get good exercise, if nothing else. Some parts of the hike was very woodsy, and you had to kind of maneuver your way around the logs so that you can get over without stepping your whole foot into some mud. I did forget to mention in the beginning of the video, there is a fee to park. So you would pay $10 if you do not have a Westchester parking pass, and $5 if you do. And this is only from May to September. So like after Labor Day, you wouldn't pay anything. And before Memorial Day, that time, you wouldn't pay anything. So that's the only fee that you would have to pay to get here. Again, as I mentioned, there was some rough parts of the hike. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if I had on hiking boots. But definitely make sure you're not wearing something that you want to save, because you don't know what you're going to have to go through to get to the next part of the hike. There were some people in some parts of the river, and I have no idea how they got there. I wasn't trying to get in the river, but I was curious as to how they got all the way in the river. Like, it says no swimming all over the park, but there were definitely people that were in the water. But anyway, that's nonetheless. This is on the way back from the river trail, and then we're going to start the aqueduct trail. And this was actually the top of the aqueduct. The amount of peace that I felt was just immense. It's just a still water scene. The greens are absolutely beautiful, and I was just so grateful to find this gem right in the backyard from where I live, because we all know how we love to travel. And to find something that is about a 40-minute drive from where you live and a 40-minute drive from the Bronx is a blessing. So I definitely enjoyed this, and I definitely spent a lot of time just taking it in. This bridge right here is basically the entrance of the park when you first come in. So we basically are going to hike back down to get to the car. It was very easy to get there. We took the Taconic, and it will take you right to the beginning of the park. I will leave the address in the description box in this video. The hike going back down was actually pretty easy. You just had to make sure that you stayed on the trail. Again, very, very woodsy, very Michael Myers, but it was still cool. I definitely enjoyed this part of the hike as well. Once you make it back down to the entrance, you can see another view of the river and another view of the waterfall. The entrance, the view that you see when you first come in. So you get to take a look at that. This is where there were people in the water. I don't know why. I don't know how. But the view was still beautiful nonetheless. And again, I just could stay here all day looking at the view and listening to the water. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. There's so much park and picnic area where you can barbecue. There were a lot of people barbecuing. There was Mr. Softies there. There's like a small playground there for the kids. It's just overall a really cool place to chill out. I thought it would be really cute to have a picnic. So I got my decorations together, I made charcuterie boards, I got champagne and wine and did it. And it was too cute. And it just went with the scenery so very, very well. Overall, I say that a trip to Croton is absolutely worth it. It's a beautiful drive, usually not much traffic, not too far from the city. And again, the views are just beautiful. It's just a great place to chill out. I hope that you found some value in this video. Please, please, please share and like and comment if you did happen to find some value. If you do plan on going there, please let me know in the comments. If you have any more questions, anything that I did not address, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon. Don't forget to subscribe and put on notifications.